kids, we're going to go now to lesson 3, and this lesson is going to be on tonguing. I'm going to have Miss Whitaker be my cameraman today, and we're going to start this lesson with our mouthpiece and barrel and reed already fastened on the clarinet. Now, here's an example of a different ligature that I have. It's similar to what you have, except mine is made of metal. Now, y'all, just so you know, most ligatures nowadays do screw in the front, especially if they have one screw. And remember to only make it tight enough to just grip the mouthpiece. Okay, you're going to go ahead and make your milkshake face. Okay, I'm going to put the mouthpiece on my bottom lip. I'm going to put my top teeth on here. You'll hear a click, milkshake face, and blow. Now, I'm assuming that you've practiced that quite a bit. And believe me, this is the most important part of the clarinet. This is like the wheels on the car. Without this, you're not gonna make any sounds. So this mouthpiece barrel stuff is really, really important. Okay, now today we're gonna learn how to tongue. Okay, to tongue is how we articulate. Just like when you speak, how you can feel like when you say something like your top teeth. Okay, say top teeth. Where does your tongue go when you say top? Okay, it should go right behind your front teeth, kind of where your gum and your teeth actually connect. Okay, and when we do this, of course, with the clarinet in our mouth, we're not going to actually hit the top of our teeth. We're going to hit this reed instead. So if you remember what Miss Whitaker showed you about, you're going to have your lip approximately halfway down here. Well, if the clarinet's in my mouth and I'm using my tongue is going to hit this reed. Okay, now it's going to hit the reed just behind the tip up here. Just behind the tip. Now you're not going to hit the tip of the reed because then you'd have to blow into the clarinet, have your tongue move in an awkward motion. So when this clarinet is in my mouth, my tongue that's what we're going to learn today, and it's a lot of fun to do this. So we're going to start by saying T. So if everybody would go ahead and just echo me, and Miss Whitaker's going to echo me as I say this. So we're just I say something, you say it back. T, 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 T. And now I hope all of you could feel that your tongue is coming up to the back of your front teeth so that you can use that T syllable to make that sound. Now, when I do that into my clarinet, it is exactly the same feeling, at least to me. And what happens instead, though, because the clarinet's in my mouth, my tongue is going to hit right behind the tip of this reed. Now, kids, I'm using kind of behind the tip of my tongue, and this is hard to show you, but if you could take your tongue and stick it out a little bit and put your fingernail right past the tip, like right here. Hard to show you that, okay? You don't want to use like way far back on your tongue, just like it is when you say the letter T or the syllable T. All right, so I'm going to play a long note. I want you to listen. I'm not using my tongue. Okay, now this time I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to start with T, 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 T. Now, I want you to try that, so I'm going to do it first, and then you're going to try it, and Miss Whitaker's going to actually be the echo with you. Okay, so she's holding up a mouthpiece. You can't see her right now, but just do what I do after I do it. Here we go. Echo me. Was that working for you? If your tongue is moving forward and you're saying T while you blow, what happens is when your tongue is on the reed, there is no sound. So if I go to my clarinet and I take a breath and I put my tongue on the reed, watch what happens. I can breathe I can blow all I want, but the tongue is in the way. So actually when your tongue moves back away from the reed, you get the sound. So it just interrupts it for a second. How many of you have ever played with a garden hose, like in your backyard? So you have the hose and the water's coming out of the hose. Have you ever done this? Okay, now you tell me, does the water stop completely? Does it stop coming out of the faucet because your hand's doing this? I know you gotta think about that for a minute, and the answer is no, it just keeps coming, right? So what you're doing is you're taking that water, you're interrupting it for just a brief moment with your hand. That always feels cool to do that, right? And that's how the water keeps coming, but you're doing a brief interruption. That's what you're doing when you blow. So you're going to go ahead and blow the air, steady stream, like this. So everybody put your hand up about, 6 inches from your face, and then you're going to blow a stream of air, like this. Feel that on your hand? Okay, now this time I want you to do the breath like we did, the steady air, and have your tongue say T, like you're spitting a seed off your lip. Okay, try that. Ready? Can you feel the short bursts of air? The air, you didn't take an extra breath. All you're doing is interrupting it. Okay, now we're going to try it on the mouthpiece, so you make your milkshake face. And by the way, we were learning a couple skills there. Besides how to tongue, you're also ear training, which means that you're listening and then you copy what I play. So you're training your ear to be very, very precise in being able to imitate. And we do a lot of that in band class. So our listening skills are really, really honed by the time you get through your first year of band. All right, so today's lesson was on tonguing. I hope you'll go home and practice what we did today. Thank you.